Hello everyone and welcome back to NASCAR Evolution. It's time to end the second season and hopefully this finale will go up on the channel and then we'll start season 3 as well. So I do want to show one thing. It's actually pretty important. I have changed our sponsor strategy. So before, the cheaper one was going to the high one. So like, see how the prices are different. The 59 grand here is going for the top 5. But I've now reversed the order pretty much, which means bigger risk versus reward, because the difference between those, like if we don't get these, if we were to have an easy top 20 compared to an easy top 20 here, I can't describe it. Basically, we're not losing much money if we do bad compared to before, but if we do good, we're going to gain more money. So yeah, I hope this helps. It probably won't be significant, but we'll see. So, reminder of our final 4. Edwards, Harvick, Johnson, Logano. Actually, I should have Googled this before, but what was the final 4 last year? Like, it was Harvick swapped out for Busch, right? Oh no, it was, well, yeah, it was Busch instead of Harvick. The other 3 are the same, so who's it gonna be? At Homestead, Miami. Let's do it. As for us, we're basically locked in at 15th. So, no use really even caring about that. But we will try to get a good run here today. I don't remember where I finished last season. That's not I can go back and check, but I want to think it was a top 15, but we could be super slow for all I remember. I wouldn't be surprised if we qualify last year. But we'll put up as much speed as we can. I mean, I know from what I've seen, the career mode pretty much intends for you to beat the championship after 3 seasons, and progression kind of just ends at the same time for everyone. Hopefully by the end of season 3 we have all the upgrades. Because I feel like if we have a maxed out car and we don't win the championship, oh well, we lose next game. So I'm hoping season 3 is the championship because it's the end, because it probably will be, because like I've said, I really want to get to Heat 2. I'm so excited about Heat 2. And going to the other series and stuff, because there's a lot more variety there, and some unexpected stuff could happen with different teams, us bouncing around and stuff, so that'd just be a lot more fun in my opinion. But where we qualify, we did bad, didn't we? 32nd, well, it's not last. And again, I would like to have a proper conclusion and actually, you know, reach a decent stopping point in the evolution, especially with how far we've come. I'd like to finish it, so it's still going to take a while to get through Season 3, because that's still a lot of races, a lot of videos. That's going to be like 12 more videos, half an hour each roughly, 6 hours. Actually not as bad as I thought, but still, quite a bit of playing. And I don't know how long I'll have interest enough to, you know, sorry, I'm tired, I can't do grammar right now, but, I just hope it's not another year, you know? It's been 11 months since the start, I think, and I'd like to finish it soon. Like, everything I've said in this video, I've said like a million times before, so let's focus on today, which is Homestead. Can't tell from here what's going on. I think that's Logano out front, but I could be wrong. It might be Kenseth instead. So we're gonna have to just look and see who won afterwards. Now, if we want this to be a timeline, then technically 2016's champion was Dale Jr. This would be 2017, even though the field's the same. So if Jimmy wins, he technically wouldn't repeat real life because it's season 2, but he would still be a 7-time. So that'd be cool. Or you could just act like the timeline resets every season except for your car. I don't know. That's obviously not the important part in this game. Or any of the Heat games. Which, having the field change is one of my favorite things about NASCAR games. I really miss it. But, it is what it is. The main part of career mode is getting your equipment better and moving up through the ranks to compete against everyone season by season. I just love how different it's going to be in Heat 2. In this game, you go from trying to finish well to collect money, make your car better. You know, pretty linear. And the next game, we're going to get random offers from teams. The more we complete, the more rides we'll have available, and the better rides we'll have available. And then, yeah, and there's certain goals for each race that you do with them, and just a lot of different ways they can go. The main difference being you're driving for other teams, and also the money doesn't do anything. So you go from money being everything in this game to money being nothing in the next game. It's all in your results in the next game. So it's not really a good or bad thing. They balanced it out after that and made it, you know, both. But back to this race, we might sneak into a top 25, especially if we kill Danica Patrick. Goodbye. It was not intentional. I don't know when the last time I actually intentionally wrecked someone in this game was.
5 laps to go. There's trouble in turn 4.
Now, if it was for a playoff spot or whatever, probably would. I've just never found a good reason to, really. Yeah, I think I've decided what I'm going to do for Season 3. I think Season 3 is going to be the last season. And if we don't max out the car by the end, then I can just do a quick little Season 4 behind the scenes and show anything I missed in like a bonus video.
Still there?
Because I probably will do videos on the challenges. Someday. It may be after I start Heat 2, I don't know. But because I don't have a lot of storage space, I'm hoping to, you know, do everything I want to in the Evolution, uninstall it, put it in Heat 2. It'd be kind of hard for me to have them both, especially because I have Heat 5 in constantly because I actively play that, so.
Still there? Still there?
So I've just not been paying attention to this race. I've been rambling. We have nowhere else to go, really. We're 24th. Which is about where we're running all regular season anyway, so. Yeah, I don't really know how much improvement we had this season, but next season is where it gets real. Even though that's kind of what I said last year. Whatever. It was a slow grind. It's going to be less excruciating with shorter races. I've learned my lesson. So. I don't know if I'd change a lot. Actually, no, yes, I would change a lot looking back, but. Ignore me. It's not even that late. I just have some sleep meds. Because I need sleep meds. I could not sleep last night because I forgot to take them. So. It's making me drowsy, but this time of night, time of day, whatever, it's like the only good, consistent time I can record quietly. So. You know, not quietly, but like, not having to worry about noise from me or anyone else. So, 25th in season. I don't think that's a sponsor goal, but could be worse. Just to get more prize money. 90k fans for the end of Season 2. But the real question is, who is our Season 2 champion? Looking up front, we have Harvick. Kevin Harvick. is the champion. How about that? And part of me wants to end the video here, so I can be like, hey look, the finale's on YouTube this time, but we're gonna stick with 3 races of video. So there we go, that's where it ends the season. For us. That's season 2 in the books. And I think that's it. Best grid, sponsors, team. Final standings, and yeah, let's just move on. I just want to triple check that the recording is still going. I should have enough storage, because, okay, for those confused, I did not get to upload. I did the last race of the season last year. Let's just continue. I did the last race of the season. Yeah, me too, Dave. But did the last race of the season, ran out of storage, the recording shut off, and I never knew. Apparently there's supposed to be a warning, I never got one. And so I did the whole... I only had like 3 minutes of footage, and the whole rest of the finale was gone, never recorded. So I can only do a recap video. But hopefully this one will be done. At the very least, that race is recorded. These next 2 might not be. But I think we're going to be good. I think that was just a mistake. That won't happen again. So, with the rambling out of the way, let's just, well, I want to check one more thing. Oh, here we go. It's a scroll bar thing, so yeah. Same position, both seasons, but there's where they finish. Edwards second. You hate to see it. Johnson fourth. Yeah. And, now I look at the schedule, how much money. And the prize money actually went down. Is it? I think it's the same as last season, actually. That sucked. Or maybe it's a bit more, I don't know. But is this, like, does it not scale up anymore from here? Or maybe it depends on other stuff, I don't know. So it's gonna be a while to get some of these upgrades. I don't know where we were last season, but well, let me do the math. We've done 14, so that's 7 per season, and we need 6 this year. So it is possible at the rate we're going, but we're gonna need some good results. Whatever, enough procrastination. Let's do it. Daytona, season 3. No qualifying, not worth it. And again, no cutscenes because I can't hear him. Let's do it. Now, we've not been fast at Daytona before. I won the Daytona 500 last year from Shenanigans. But on raw speed here, it's gonna be a struggle right off the get-go. So, it'd be great if the inside line could move. Here we go, give me a good run. Ah, he's not gonna go with me. So now I can probably go over all the tracks because I want to. Daytona, 2.5 mile, famous track, super speedway. They put restrictor plates on the cars so that they cannot go their full speed. Because if they did, very bad crashes would happen. And with this, it all comes down to the draft. Air physics, basically. You're able to go faster when there's a car in front of you blocking the air. So it's almost like an arcade sort of thing, is what's cool. It's like, oh, you get a speed boost from being behind other cars. It literally sounds like an arcade mechanic, but this is how real racing works. So that's why we're on one big pack. You lose other cars, if you don't have that draft, you lose a lot of speed. Especially because the draft will add up with other cars, at least I think it's supposed to.
Still there?
So yeah, draft racing's pretty fun. It's not done the best in this game, but it's still cool. And it's still the main thing that's gonna help us pass people. Which it has only helped with 4 cars so far, so
Still there.
we got 6 more laps. We still got time. Don't think we're getting that top 20 money.
Stay low. Still there. Still there.
Very wide. It's not a good idea at Daytona. Very narrow track, as you can see.
Stay low. Still there.
That's the main thing about it. That's why for Super Speed Race I prefer Talladega. You got more room there. But, I mean, it is Daytona. It's got a lot of history behind it. We should still be doing the beach track instead, just saying. But, no, I get it. It logically makes no sense to do the beach track, but the beach track was funny. Please do that again.
Still there.
Like, I was watching footage of those old races. Basically, when NASCAR first started, they raced at Daytona literally on the beach. They're the sand and everything. Then you would turn and go up onto an actual road. So, like, half the track was road, half the track was beach. And there was a race I saw where they literally had to shorten the race because of incoming tides. They wanted to make sure the race ended before the tides got too close that it would narrow the racing line and potentially flood spectators' cars that were
Hold your line.
parked along there or something. I don't know. That's just what the commentary said. Yeah, that was interesting. And it's all because the NASCAR opened NASCARClassics.com, where you can watch a lot of their races just for free in an archive. It's amazing. I'm so glad they did that. Because, like, there was pretty much no legal way to watch them before.
Still there.
Unless you had them recorded, you know? A lot of uploaders on YouTube, but we finally have an official place you can do it for free. And it'll post modern ones relatively soon, too, of course. To watch new races, NASCAR usually puts it... They put the recent race on their YouTube channel, like, usually
Still there.
a couple days after the race. Sometimes they spoil the winner of the thumbnail, though, so beware of that, but...
You're all clear.
You know, a lot of talking. It's kind of on autopilot when it comes to the driving. I don't know if we're gonna go anywhere.
Still there.
We do have drafts from here. There's no on-screen indicator, but I can feel it with my controller. The later games, the word draft will show up, so you can just know. But here, you have to have vibration. I know. Which, for me, it's like whatever. I have draft vibration on anyway. But when you're watching, it makes it kind of hard to tell.
Here you go.
And if you don't like vibration, which I don't always like controller vibration, but when it's drafting, it's usually light. Unless you're at Daytona when it's constant, that's kind of annoying, but usually it's light. And then there's driving effects, which is like, if you turn sharply, you get loose or whatever, it'll rumble, and I don't know. I never cared for that. But then I accidentally re-enabled it in Heat 5 one time, and it actually wasn't that bad, so I don't know. I'm not sure if this game has that option, but with it being on arcade physics, that doesn't really matter anyway. So, it's going to be a mystery who wins this 500, but the other mystery is, can we get a top 30? I think that would at least be better than where we finished last time we were here. I don't want to be too aggressive, but these two guys right here would get us where we want to be.
Stay low. Still there. Still there.
Oh, three wide photo finish incoming. Brian Scott,
Still
get me
there.
there.
We'll get him next time.
Oh, second out of third there. That was an awesome finish. I kind of want to take a look at that. Yeah, I want to see the replay before we see who won. Jump to the end. This was so close. Well, now, this is it, right? Where's the start finish line? That's not a good camera angle. Here we go. Here's a better camera angle. Very close. So, hey, this would be good thumbnail material as well. Look how close that is. I can't get it closer than that. There we go. Look how close that is. I don't know. Photo finishes are fun. Anyway, who won the Daytona 500 Season 3? It is Joe Jr. Okay. That is a Dell Jr. moment in these early NASCAR Heat games. It happens a lot. And that's where we start points. At least we got one more race in this video. And then after that should be... Oh, second. Whatever. I was just doing math about how many episodes the rest of the season would be. I'll worry about that later. Let's go to the next one.
Go, 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 go.
Welcome back to the qualifying session. We hit the track at Atlanta. Atlanta is different nowadays, but in this game it is a very degraded 1.5 mile track. Because it had not been paved in like over 15 years. It ended up going to like 20 years without being paved. Which made it a really rough surface. Made for some pretty interesting racing. Even though it was sometimes boring. Eventually they repaved it and reconfigured it and pretty much ended up making it a super speedway, even though it is shorter than Daytona and Talladega. At least in this game, you can pretty much go full throttle, but this track is known for eating up your tires in these games, so you may not always want to do that. But since it's 1X, we should be pretty good here. Hope we got some speed. I don't remember if this track is easy or not in this game. I don't think it is. This lap wasn't too bad though. Let's see where we get. 34th. Well, it should be easier to move up than it was at Daytona. And in Homestead, probably.
The race is going
I
great.
feel like the outside's a bit more workable here. But we'll see in a second. Good start, good start. Again, restarts in these games are usually messier than real life, but that's because they just kinda
Carlo,
don't work half the time.
Carlo.
And wait till I get to show off what happens at Sonoma in the later Heat games. That might be an online only thing, but like the people in the back of the field when you restart Daytona,
Clear high. Clear
or
left.
no, not Daytona, Sonoma, like it's crazy.
Carlo.
Again, sorry that I can't think properly, but I really wanted to finish this season tonight while I had the passion to do it, you know? I'm currently driving with one hand, excuse that.
Carlo.
Had to do something real quick, there we go. My earbuds are low on battery, and I have to, like, if one of them dies, they both shut off, and that could, like, mess up the recording, and even if not, I wouldn't have any game sound on my end, and I want that. Whoa, Danica. So what I do is, if I hear one get the low battery warning, I will charge one of them, and then the other, I will swap them out,
Car high.
and that usually works for a good while. Got a long race on our hands, but I think we'll be fine. We are in the top 30. This is going smoother than Daytona for sure. We've got that raw speed, and it's not as hard to pass here. The turns are just right where it's not that hard to pass on the outside, and the draft is making a big difference. Like in this game, at least, it kind of drives like a super speedway already, but with a little bit of off throttle time. I remember there's also like plans to like upgrade Atlanta and make like a freaking like resort and fairgrounds and stuff nearby. Did that ever happen? Is that still in the works, or am I thinking of something else? I don't know. But I think it's supposed to go along with the rework they did of the track. But here's old Atlanta. I remember Twitter used to be split 50-50. Some people were like, I want to keep the racing surface old. It's good racing. It's interesting. Others were like, no, it makes the racing boring. We need to pave it. And change it. So, you know, for a few years they kept it that way. I think it was after 2021 they decided to pave it and change it. I'm going to put some focus into catching up here now that we have an open space. And we might have a sponsor goal possible here, which, again, we made it where the sponsor goal is less money than before, but it's not that much. Again, it's a risk versus reward kind of thing where if we win big, we will win big. And really, I'm not sure if the strategy will help a lot. I think it's going to be about the same. It'll kind of just even out. There's not a lot of strategy you can do with this game, to be honest. Because the prizes are just so linear. But I still like to try to find strategy in this game. Makes it a little more fun. And, you know, put in an effort to make more money. Even though I'm not sure if it makes a difference or not. I might need to watch another YouTuber's play through this game and see where they were progression-wise at the start of Season 3. And see if there's a difference or not. However, the only YouTuber I could think of that made it this far in the evolution was into SC4R, and he's not the most liked guy on the internet nowadays, which is very understandable. But I might have to go, if those videos are even still up, I might have to check. Man, for a minute I thought it said 10 out of 10. No, I own that top 20. We have 3 more laps. The AI sometimes leave a little room for you to send it down there. And that is kind of what makes it... That's our best shot, basically. Oh, my hands are getting stiff. Yeah, we got that top 20 in the bag pretty much. Anything else is for bragging rights, but I want the bragging rights. And the money. Give me the money. The money. Oh, what's happening here? Wait, wasn't the last time a car stopped on the track it was also Ryan Newman? No, McMurray. I might lose this because of that. I slowed down a bit because I didn't want to, you know, hit a car at full speed. Sounds like it's only getting worse over there.
All
But
clear.
surprisingly, they usually get wrecks cleared out pretty fast. So there you go, 19th in Atlanta. We'll end our
Head
video
towards the viewpoint.
and balance out the points. Let's see where we are. Wait, did we lose fans? We got the fans number? I don't know. 19th in the race. Winner at Atlanta is Kansas. Okay. We got money, indeed. 25th in points. Alright. It's a start. And with that, that was a long one, but we did it. 3 races through. Season complete. A new one has begun. We have a while into our next upgrade. But hopefully it'll be worth it. 2 million to go. It could be up to 10 races, honestly. Not more. Just look at these prize pools. That's pitiful, but anyway. Not a whole lot to look at points-wise, but we got Casey Mears inside right now, Greg Biffle, Paul Menard. But we're just getting started. Next time, we got Vegas Phoenix Auto Club. So, thanks for sticking with me. Made it to the end. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And with that, I've recorded the finale, and this time I get to keep it. So, thank you so much once again. And I'll see you in the next episode of NASCAR Heat Evolution.